Welcome to the 5th episode of The Lit Show. We are here to serve and uplift women from every background by empowering change spiritually, physically, mentally, and socially.
We hold to the belief that if you are willing to strengthen your spiritual life, then your physical, mental, and social strength will follow.
I'm Janie.
And I'm Britt.
And we are lit. Why are we so good at that?
I think we're getting better. I
do too.
Round 5, we're doing good, aren't we?
I can't believe we're on our 5th episode.
I know. Yeah.
Man, can we talk about a little bit about what we did today?
Sure. Yeah, we had so much fun.
Yes, we did. We had our first photo shoot for the Lit Show, and Jalissa, shout out to her, she was amazing.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, this was your first time meeting her. I've known her for years, and she's just such an amazing, incredible woman.
Yeah, she kept it real.
Yeah, she did. Yeah,
it was just easy going. She just was like, she knew exactly what to do.
Yeah,
and
she's
what
very
to say.
talented.
Yep.
She's been doing this for a long time, and her headshots are just amazing.
So, yeah, I cannot wait to see ours and see.
I know, it's going to be so amazing.
Yeah.
But what about what happened today while we were driving?
Oh, that is huge. We have not talked about that since. Wow. We were talking about
You would think I would be the one that would be like, let's please forget about it.
Oh.
So I was driving the wrong way on a four-lane traffic.
Like head on, y'all. Head on. Because we were back and forth looking at one another, our hair and makeup. And then you looked up and you told me later that a guy was like, hey, wrong
look
way.
Down. Like, we're all coming this way and you're like going that way. And it was by the grace of God we did not get hit. Literally the 2 lanes of traffic that were coming towards us were so busy, and then the other lane was busy, and our lane was just clear. It was like we had angels just like making a way for us.
Well, yeah, there was one turn to the right, and thank God it was there, because if there wasn't, I don't know what we would have done.
Well, luckily I acted fast, right?
You did. You were like, oh,
whoopsie.
And then as you were turning, I saw all these cars coming towards us. I was like, oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you for that, for noticing what was going on. That was good.
Well, I hope you'll still ride with me.
Oh, yeah, things happen.
Yeah.
But we made it.
That was the craziest thing that's probably ever
Yeah, I don't think I can say that I've ever experienced that before.
I didn't. But I am grateful for that man to kind of say, hey, girls. Like, he was so nice about it. If you're out there, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Because that was so awesome.
Yeah.
But he was just like, look, like, we're all coming towards you.
Yeah, you might want to
realize
and then turn. Yeah.
It's amazing, though. Honestly, that was God.
Yeah, it was.
Because we should have gotten hit, and we were on that road for a minute.
If we would have been on that road one more second, probably.
We would have died.
Whew, God was saving us.
But we would have went to heaven.
Yeah. He wasn't ready for us yet. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Together, we would have gone up together, right?
That would have been so cool. Our moms are probably like,
what the?
Now, girls.
And you have a baby.
Yeah. Well, let's jump right into it. We're going to talk about my circle. And you know how we like to define things. So define my circle: the group of people with whom you spend the most time, trust, confide in, and often consider to be your closest friends. The impact of my circle, as I'm on this journey of stepping into being braver and bolder, a version of myself, I feel like I have to regroup my circle. I need the people in my circle to definitely support me on this journey.
Yeah.
So if you're not able to support me, or if you're not able to be there for me, I'm going to have to, this season, clear you out. So luckily, I'm in a pretty good, I have a pretty good, strong circle. And I'm very grateful for that. Yeah. What do you have?
I love mine too. Mm-hmm. I put the circle that I need for this journey, or in any journey naturally for life. I think this is a good thing to live by. People that have discerning hearts towards me. and that can be encouraging, and that have constructive criticism. That can also help me find deeper meanings for myself, and different perspectives that I may not have considered. And what better people to help me with that calling on my life with the circle I choose. So a lot of it's trusting myself to find that.
Yeah.
And to have a discerning heart, to me, is to judge well, like from the heart. It's a spiritual judgment. So
I like that a lot. I know with our journey with the whole podcast thing and the Ladies in Transformation, that we've had to, redo our board and kind of regroup. And our old board was awesome too. So we've just been so blessed with great board members each time. But I know that the Ladies in Transformation, it also is ran by a board. And the people on the board are the people in L.I.T's circle. So we kind of have a few circles, don't we?
We actually do. And I think it's important to have circles and different things in life.
Yeah, and I'm so grateful for the prayers and support. I'm grateful for the support team of the L.I.T show, and I'm so grateful for our board. And thank you so much for everyone who's on it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
We really love and appreciate each one of y'all.
Yes. I can't wait to spend time with you.
Yeah, me too. So this is kind of what I like to evaluate in my circle. Are people helping me or hindering me, or are they helping me grow? Are they supporting me? Because if they're hindering you, I don't feel like they should be in your circle. Anyone that's not going to uplift and help you out and be there for you.
Right, like they almost are kind of draining you because they have a lot going on. And it's like you kind of have to, be there when you can. But at the same time, you need to reserve your energy for what you're doing. Like
and us as women, and us as women, I hate to say this, but sometimes we have to take a step back because we could be draining other people and we don't even know it.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking about myself, like in the stuff that I tell you. I don't ever want to drain you. I want to be able to pour into you and help you, and me and you can go through this together and not, just be so draining. I mean, I know that I've spent time in the past with friends that I've had to evaluate my friendships with them because they are so draining. They complain a lot. They're negative, and it just makes me want to regroup because of such a positive person that I am naturally. It's hard. And sometimes I'm sure I can probably be draining to them if I'm overly positive.
Right.
That might bother them.
They might be feeling depleted, and that might be too much energy for them. So they don't know how to take it.
Exactly.
Or like give you give you praise for it because they don't have any praise inside of them at the moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, I feel that. So, I mean, surround yourself with supportive, encouraging, and inspiring individuals. For my list, I want people who are loyal, especially during my tough times, people who are honest, people who can make good choices, people who don't gossip. That is such a big one to me.
It's
and
a huge one.
I'm so grateful for your friendship that we don't gossip about other people.
Yeah.
And we find ourselves, if we mention something that's a concern about someone else, about another one of our friends, that we're like, you know what, let's pray for them.
Yeah.
Let's uplift them right now, because I don't ever want to be that girl that's just talking about people.
Right.
I
think if anything, just having a discerning heart, you know.
Yeah. And what is discern to you? I mean, what does that mean to you?
No, the opposite of being judgmental. So I look at them like in the best way possible because they're made by God. So I look through all of the things that they may need to work on, because gosh knows I know I have a lot to work on,
Yes.
So I kind of look through all that and see the interior of them and love them regardless.
I love that.
Yeah, thank you.
So Jesus had a circle, and if I could picture Jesus' circle, it would definitely be his 12 disciples.
Yes.
And I think you have some scripture to read there.
Oh, yes. Where are we at here? We're going to...
Matthew 28:18 and 20.
Yeah, this is a great one. And I had already highlighted this one. So it had to have been good, right?
Yeah.
All right. All authority in heaven and on earth has been given to me. Therefore, go and make disciples of all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I have commanded you. And surely I am with you always to the very end of the age.
Oh, I love that.
Mm-hmm.
So Jesus had a nurturing and maintaining healthy circle. That's what all of his disciples were so great and helpful. And of course they had their human moments like we all do, but just to go out and Jesus' communication with them, which to me communication is the key.
The key, yeah.
And just his communications with all of his disciples, that to me makes a strong circle.
Absolutely.
And
the
I'm
way
sure
he would talk to them and they would listen.
Yeah. And I'm sure he's had to reevaluate his circle a few times.
Oh, yeah. But he already knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
So he saw them deep down and didn't.
Yep.
He had a...
Yeah.
pretty
And honesty is
discerning
a
heart.
big thing to me. It's important to me to be open, honest in your circle. And I love that me and you have that together, that we can be honest with each other, that
Yeah.
me or you can say, hey, like, let's not act like
tone it
that.
down
Or
a little bit.
yeah, let's, what's going on? Like, is there something?
Yeah, I can tell
is
you're
there something?
bothered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's normally what it is we're bothered by something else.
Right?
So it could just be any minute or any question that's asked at that time, and you're just like, what in the world?
Yeah, I can tell.
Mm-hmm.
I think healthy boundaries are so important.
Yeah.
Because even Jesus had healthy boundaries
Yes.
with the disciples. He's like, hold up, guys.
Yep.
I need to go and talk to God and be
Mhm.
alone. He even was tired sometimes. He
Mhm.
needed to step away and be
Yep.
alone, right?
Yep.
So we need to think about that and
Yeah,
with
and it's-
ourselves.
yeah,
If
and
we're
it's healthy.
depleted, we need to
Mm-hmm.
read that.
Yeah. And balancing support for your individual growth,
Right.
which is so effective.
Right.
And I don't know, did you have a story about your...
Yeah, I do.
I want to hear that.
I had to make a choice for myself and to take hold of Jesus' hand and walk away from an old lifestyle I had been in. I was empty, not knowing who I was or love myself. That was rough.
Mm-hmm.
So it was time to choose me, and then I had to decide to challenge myself and finally working on me and to stop trying to fix everyone else. I was trying to help everyone else grow, and I wasn't looking at myself in the mirror to help myself grow, you know. I noticed that I needed to cut my circle back and take some time for myself to start the growing and healing process and feel confident with it.
I think that's definitely a good one, to cut your circle back to start
Yeah.
growing for growth. That's so important.
I had to do it to help strengthen and encourage myself, you know. And the ones that stuck around, they're still holding strong for me. I had a few that really have always been
Yeah.
there through all of that change. And yeah, they've stuck through all
Which
the
is
way up.
amazing to me, because
Yes, and I'm blessed for that.
going from, I'm just going to call you a party girl, going from
Yeah.
a party girl to now a Christian girl,
Right.
that's a big shock
Yeah.
for some people, and they're still sticking by your side.
Yeah. And that shows me now, looking back, that
Yeah.
God was there
Yes.
from the beginning. When I grabbed his hand, I like
Yeah.
fully put all my trust in him and faith, because it was scary walking away from everybody.
Yeah, that Peter
Because then
moment.
I was like, oh gosh, who am I gonna have? But then I was like, oh, I didn't know Jesus yet. But then
Yeah.
I met him and just kept going.
And the person that we're talking about, she is such an amazing person, even to me, being a Christian girl and coming over and hanging out with her, she's always been an inspiration to me.
Yeah.
And I think so much of her.
Yeah, I'm blessed for that.
And I'm definitely not as close as you are to her, but I definitely want to be close to her. And I love how welcoming she is to me.
Yes.
She's always welcomed me and made me feel accepted.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never felt any way for the way that I believed around her.
Yeah. She's a big part of my life, for sure.
And I love how if I can think of one word, she's not judgmental.
No, absolutely not. She's always had a discerning heart. When I would cry and talk about the craziest things, she would cry with me.
Yeah.
She would be sitting right there in humility with me. And I remember one time in the car looking over at her when I was telling her stuff, and I wasn't looking at her because I was ashamed of what I was telling her. Looked over and she was crying.
Oh.
And it made me feel so good that somebody was really listening to me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, she's an amazing.
She knows who she is.
She does know who she is. I think also it's important for your circle to grow together. And this podcast has really helped me out with growing more and more. You've always been in my circle, you know that.
Absolutely.
But this podcast has really helped me for us to grow together. And the circle just seems like it's getting strong, and you're helping me with other people in my circle that I want to keep in my circle.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because I'm getting stronger in God and in my faith.
Yes.
And I think it's amazing.
I think it's important to have good friends.
Yeah. And also what's really important to me is celebrating successes. That's
a big one, yeah.
Yeah. And I love to be successful. And if I feel like someone's not supporting me in that, it doesn't make me want to quit, but it does make me want to just
reevaluate.
Yeah. Reevaluate and just find someone else. So to me, that's important to have in my circle. Somebody that's going to be my cheerleader and cheer for me and not bring me down.
Right. Encouragement. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
That's good.
Is there anything else that you want to share?
I feel confident. I feel like I said them.
Yeah.
We said some good things in this one, actually.
I think so too. Well, just remember to continue to keep on overcoming challenges when it comes to your circle, because that's...
Yeah, a lot of people come in your circle sometimes, and sometimes they have to leave your circle. It's like a flow in and out sometimes.
Oh, I love how you always talk about seasons.
Yes,
so you can have a seasonal circle.
You can, yeah.
And I think that's really important, and I love how you always say, this is my season, this is our season.
That I'm doing this in or that in. Yeah. And maybe their season can't align up to your season at the time, but it doesn't mean you don't love them. They're still there, you know.
Exactly. I love that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for tuning in to the 5th episode. If you have any questions or want to give any feedback, please do. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join us for every episode. Thanks, guys. And remember, we are lit.
Yeah, Ladies in Transformation.